everybody, Ian here, and welcome back to another Doctor Who review. Today, Story 40, The Enemy of the World. Now, The Enemy of the World is one of the recently recovered Second Doctor stories that they found in Nigeria, along with most of the Web of Fear. And, this review will contain spoilers, and the plot of the story is that the Doctor lands on Earth, and then there's this evil Mexican dictator guy, who's intent on taking over the world, and he's using natural disasters to make it seem like he's doing good and helping people and but meanwhile he's actually destroying these homes so that he can pretend to fix them. Anyway, the Doctor joins forces with this guy, and the Doctor impersonates him, and then everyone dies, pretty much, at the end. I think this is, I think it's 6 parts. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is 6 parts, but, I mean, it didn't drag at all. It was interesting because it takes a lot of skill to pull off both the antagonist and the protagonist of a story, which Troughton did marvelously. And I think that everyone did a really good job in this. All the characters were developed, which is something that sometimes stories don't do as well, but they just was done very well in this one. For example, in some of some other stories just did not do a very good job, where everyone just feels very stereotyped and one-sided, which is not very interesting to watch, as you don't care about the characters at all. But in this story, you cared about the characters, and you felt drawn in. But one complaint I did have with the story is that sometimes it was really, really hard to tell whether Troughton was playing the Doctor or Salamander, because they're the same actor. There's this one scene, and I think it was part 5, where Salamander goes down to a secret underground base, and I thought it was the Doctor the whole time doing his imitation. And then after I realized it was Salamander, I was like, oh, I think that scene would have had a lot more impact and a lot less confusing if I'd known it was Salamander the whole time. But that did not affect the goodness of the story at all. This was no, it's not a historic. I mean, it did not feature any aliens, which is it's very, you don't see that very much in Doctor Who, where there just are not any aliens, because it's just humans and on Earth in the future. And I mean, yeah, the plot of this story was amazing. It was very original, and from the beginning, there are some very funny scenes, and then some very serious scenes, which is something that not every story can pull off. Just overall, this was a very good story, and I would definitely recommend this to anyone. Not as good as some stories, but still very good. And yeah, overall, I think it's not one of my favorite Troughton stories, but it's definitely not one of my least favorites. So overall, I'd give this story, I'd say 8 out of 10.